Straight. In 78, you was a Yankee 5-4 win over Boston in a one-game playoff at Fenway Park. It was a game known for Bucky's effing Bucky effing Dent.
Yeah, he got his moniker. Yeah.
Fouled off his foot. It's 1-1. Bucky's given up wearing that protection on his left ankle. Fouls a lot of balls down there. He had been wearing a shin guard just where he's touching. Gene Monahan, the Yankee trainer, now out talking to Dent. Just off the left end step. Right there. And we'll get the ethyl chloride out and spray it. Dig Hauser, the Yankee third base coach, in there looking. That's only temporary relief. Sometimes I wonder if it's relief at all. The bat boy brings Bucky a new bat and he'll exchange bats. The count's 1-1. 2 outs and 2 on. The Red Sox lead at 2-0 in the 7th inning here at Fenway. Deep to left. Yastrzemski will not get it. It's a home run. A 3-run home run for Bucky Dent. The Yankees now lead it by a score of 3-2. Bucky Dent has just hit his 5th home run of the year into the screen. And look at that Yankee bench, led by Bob Lemon. Big Cliff Johnson out there. And a happy Bucky Dent. Yankees now lead 3-2. Well, the last guy on the ball club you'd expect to hit a home run just hit one into the screen. Bucky Dent.
Bucky lives right down by us, and we had a birthday party for me, and he came over with his wife, and Bucky's the same as he was when we played. He was the same, cool, calm.
Sure.
He hit that 3-run homer to give the Yankees a 3-2 lead. What memories do you can you share from that game?
Well, you know, sitting in the dugout, I'm sure you did, TJ, pitch on 4 days rest. You know, one less day really on a 5-day rotation like we were going. But, you know, at that time, you go out and you convince yourself, okay, look, I might not have my best stuff today because I'm on one less day. And when you feel great, you can do what you want to do. But if there's any doubt in your mind that you're not 100%, you got to convince yourself to at least keep the game close to where your team can score. Because even if you pitch 9 innings, if your team doesn't score and the other pitcher is doing his job, you can't win anyway.
That's
so
right.
If you give up 1 run, you have to have a run to win anyway. So my thought process was, okay, 1 run, maybe 2 runs, you know, but don't give up any more than that. So the game's progressing, and I gave up 2 runs early. I got into the 7th. I came back in for the top of the 7th to sit down, and I'm sitting in the dugout, and then all of a sudden, here you watch Torres throwing to Bucky, and you see the pitch, you see a foul ball off his foot, you see him hobbling, then you watch Rivers go and they talk and they change the bat, and then all of a sudden, you go like, will Torres do the same thing? I would probably have thrown the same pitch. The guy just fouled it off his foot, and he threw the same pitch, but it wasn't exactly in the same spot. And all of a sudden you see this little lazy fly ball go to left field, and everybody takes off. And I just kind of watched everybody else. And all of a sudden they start jumping up and down, screaming and hollering. Now you see Bucky going around. And that's what just kind of turned the game around. And even after he hit the home run, Rivers gets on base, he steals, and Roy White or whoever was next drove him in, and we scored, 4 runs that inning. But that's how we had been playing throughout the year. We never knew who was going to get a big hit and be the hero, because our heroes were somebody new every day.
Well, that's when you have a good team. You have a good team when there's a new hero every day.
Every day, yes.
Yep.
It wasn't the same guy that got his name in the paper all the time. It was somebody else. And it was just ironic that, like Bucky hadn't hit a home run maybe like in 3 months. He only had 5 or 6 all year. But all of a sudden you get the biggest one of your career. So that was great for Bucky. And we always teased Zimmer when he came with us in the organization. When Zimmer became Joe Torre's bench coach, we'd always rag him.
We want to take a look now at the incredible life of Don Zimmer. Passed away today at the age of 3, but 66 years in professional baseball. Don Zimmer was a throwback, an old-school baseball man who saw and did it all over more than 6.5 decades in the game he loved so much. Zimmer made his big league debut in 1954, beginning a 12-year playing career in the majors. He was part of 3 championship Dodgers teams during that time, winning titles in 1955, 1959, and 1963. Zimmer also made the 1961 National League All-Star team as a member of the Cubs, one of 4 teams other than the Dodgers that he played for, along with the Mets in their inaugural 1962 season, his beloved Reds, and the Washington Senators. He was given the job of managing the Padres in 1972, the first of 4 official manager jobs that he would have in the majors. But Zimmer's legacy to Yankees fans will be the one he established as the club's bench coach during its dynasty at the turn of the century. Zimmer spent 8 years as Joe Torre's top lieutenant, using his experience and advice to help Torre guide the Yankees through one of the most successful runs in franchise history. Zimmer also stepped in for Torre early in the club's title season of 1999, managing the team at the beginning of the year while Torre recovered from prostate cancer. Following his departure from the Yankees, Zimmer landed with the final major league organization he would be a part of, Tampa Bay. He served as its senior baseball advisor from 2004 on, and just as he had done while with the Yankees, Zimmer provided guidance and knowledge, aiding Tampa Bay as it moved out of its fledgling years as a major league organization. His wit and wisdom touched countless people within the industry through so many years, and he leaves behind a legacy that will never be forgotten.
Zim was a good guy. We go back a long way, and he was a good guy. I don't know what kind of a manager he was or whatever, but he's a good guy.
Manager TJ, I know I saw him around on the bench as the bench coach for Torre. And he was very intelligent. Joe really looked up to him a lot.
Well, yeah, he was, he was older. What was he, about 90?
I don't know, but he had about 60 years in the big league. So that, he's got to know something.
Just through watching.
Yeah.
Not do it. Yeah.
Yeah, just through. Yeah. But he was a good baseball mind.
Straight.